Hey, here's a super quick look at the new Gerber Confidant liner lock folding knife. I've had it for a couple of days and just been testing it just to show you a couple of features on it. It is a typical folding knife. You've actually got two different ways that you can open the knife. You can push on these knobs on either two sides here, or there is a tab you can kind of flick here to actually deploy the knife itself. The way that this is done in an assisted way means that this is legal in most states, so it won't have an issue with the law with the fact that it opens in that way. The features on this knife are kind of interesting. It has a slightly different blade shape. I believe, having a quick look online, this is known as a Nesmuk knife. The origins are unclear, but it tends to be better for cooking and preparing and cutting food as much as it is just as an everyday carry as well. You can see up close the blade is DLC coated and it's pretty resistant to scratches and scrapes. Although you think it would be to look pretty, what it's actually really doing is preventing any rust on the part of the blade that we're not really using. It's unclear specifically what steel the blade is made from. I've had a little bit of a look on their website, can't really tell. What I can tell you is I've had this knife for a couple of days. I deliberately left it out in the wet, snowy rain. I've used it quite a lot, hasn't really shown any sign of rust or issues, and it's remained relatively sharp. I've also sharpened it twice now, and it's nice and easy to sharp, and it holds sharpness pretty well. I think from memory my paper cutty test was about 40-45 cuts before it started to get a bit blunt. Some other features on it which are kind of interesting. There's two different designs you can have for the handle. The main part of the handle here, the jade coloured section, is G10, which is a kind of plastic or resin epoxy. It's got a nice little knurl details up close to help with grip even when it's wet. There's also a bamboo wood inlay, which is kind of nice. It's a little bit lost on this colour scheme, but on the other colour scheme option it's quite noticeable, which is kind of cool. The liner lock is nice and secure. The build quality is good, so I don't see any overhangs or any kind of sloppy areas with that. And the liner lock itself is pretty robust, and it collapses down easily as well. On the back is a clip, so you can attach it to belt or secure it better in your pocket. Although the DLC coating on the blade is pretty robust, it may only just be a kind of black paint on the clip itself, because in use you can see I've already started to slightly lose that black coating. I don't particularly care, but a few people might notice that kind of thing. There's also some very small hex screws in here, so you could remove that clip if you don't want it. That's pretty much it. We can go on about different features and that kind of thing, but really this is a sub $50 knife from a really good USA brand. I have no real gripes about it at all. The only thing I would say in using it, the colour is very reminiscent to me of the loomed and glow-in-the-dark stuff that I use when I'm diving and flying and that kind of thing. And so I can't help but feel that they missed a trick here. I feel like this semi-translucent jade colour could have had some loom put in it, so that when your knife is in a pack or you're looking for it at night, it's easier to find. But maybe that's just me. So there you go. There's a quick look at the Gerber Jade Confidant knife. I'll put a link in the description to a more detailed written blog that I've done as well. And if you can like and subscribe, it's super helpful to my channel. So there you go.